Hey guys, so good morning. I'm sitting here in traffic and apparently there was an accident, so there's about a 50-minute delay for a 10-mile drive. A little frustrating, but it kind of goes with my morning. So I thought I'd pop on here and I was gonna make a video about me getting a job. I did. I got a second job and I'm super excited. Not that I needed it financially, but I'll explain that in just a little bit. But I just wanted to, I figured this would be a perfect time to talk. So, I am, as you know, a sonographer, so I do ultrasound. After school, it took a little bit to get my registry. I'll make a separate video about that. So, but anyhow, it took a little bit to get my registry. So by the time that I found an ultrasound job, I got hired on as a transcranial Doppler sonographer, which for those of you who don't know what that is, what it means is, but what that means is I basically evaluate the blood vessels, the main arteries that feed the brain and the eyes, and I work in a retina clinic. So basically I'm looking for any risk, immediate risk for an ocular stroke or a stroke of the brain. You can look more into that depending on what you're doing, but I deal mostly with the eyes. So I'm super specialized and I make really good money, but it's not what I want to do for the rest of my life. I love patient interaction with transcranial Doppler. Yeah, I get to sit and talk to my patients. Most of my patients are elderly, but that's not the problem. I just wasn't doing the scanning that I ultimately wanted to do. I want to work in a hospital setting, and then, because I can learn more there. I feel like with just transcranial Doppler being so specialized that I'm not going to learn much. And what did I go to school for? So, anyhow, I've been looking for a job. I have applied at the one hospital that I got a job at. I applied there, I can't even count how many times. I applied there so many times that they created a new profile for me. I just really wanted to work at this hospital. So that leads me to my thought process and story time. So when I was finishing school, I worked at this hospital, but one up north. So on my very first day, I'm scanning my very first patient and she's in for pelvic pain. So I'm scanning her, I scan her abdomen, and then we do the transvaginal scans. So my sonographer who's training me, she's on the other side of the bed and she's telling me that, I'm doing a great job, so on and so forth. And then I started feeling really lightheaded. It was a feeling that I've never felt before. So I knew I was about to pass out. I knew it. So anyhow, I go to remove the probe and I'm trying to be as professional and as calm as I can. And I looked at my trainer and I said, "Hey, I'm really going to need you to grab the probe, please." And she was like, "Why?" And I said, "I think I'm going to pass out." She goes, okay, sit down, go ahead, sit down. So I reached for the chair and I sat down, and that's all I remember. The next thing, oh my God, my trainer, she was so sweet. I woke up to the sound of her voice telling me, "It's gonna be okay, sweetie, you're gonna be okay. I need you to talk to me, wake up." And her voice was it was like a voice of an angel. Then I wake up. and I'm on the ground, and my patient still has her feet in the stirrups, and is looking down at me. And our department was like right next to the emergency room, so like everyone's there. The X-ray techs, the MRI techs, the doctors, the emergency crew, whatever, they're all there. And here I am, the student on my first day, and I'm on the ground because I passed out. Talk about embarrassing. So, long story short, I did not pass out because of the exam and it being my first day. I had Graves' disease, and I can do another video about that as well. I had Graves' disease, and at that time, I was in a lot of stress. I had a lot in life going on, and so my resting pulse was about 147. So I guess being under pressure with a high pulse rate sent me into a seizure, and I passed out, which was a first for me. So I'm sitting here thinking that I can't get a job at this hospital because I have the girl that passed out on my name. I was like super upset by this. Like, I'm like, man, I'll never get a job. Blah, 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 blah. I mean, like, come on. Anyhow, so my friend calls me. Fast forward a year. A little over a year, actually. My friend calls me and she says, hey, are you still looking for a PRN position? And I said, I sure am. She said, send me your resume. So I did. And then the lead tech there called me. And then I had a phone interview, and she calls me. We hung up, and she called me right back. Like, I'm talking right back, but I missed the call because I was with a patient. So then I checked my email, and she had emailed me and asked me to come in to do a scanning interview, which is what that is. As you go in, they tell you what to scan, and you scan it, basically showing them that you're competent and that you can do that. Because when you're a PRN tech, you're basically by yourself at night, or on the days that you get called in, or you're pretty much by yourself. So basically, they need to know that you can scan. So I went in there and I rocked the scanning interview. I rocked it. But here I think that I can't get this job because I passed out. Well, then she tells me as I'm leaving the interview, she says, go ahead and go online and apply. And I'm like, great, I'm not going to get it. She says, we got to do all the formalities of it. And I said, okay. So I went and did that. And about 2 weeks later, maybe, it might have been less than 2 weeks, the recruiter calls me and says that they're very interested in hiring me. And I got the job. So I was like, I went home on my lunch break because at the end of the week I work close to home. So I went home on my lunch break and I was laying on my bed, and my husband was off and he's laying next to me, and we're playing Soda Crush, and you know, like on your iPhone, like the email pops up and you can kind of read it. I go, oh my God, I got the job. And then finish my Soda Crush, and he's looking at me like I'm crazy. And I'm like, I got it. So I start February 4th, and it's gonna be my second job, and I'm super excited. So that was my story time. I hope y'all enjoyed it, and I'm sorry that I'm in the car, but it is what it is. Anyhow, thank you for watching. I hope if you made it this far, I know the way that I tell stories can be a little drawn out, but if you made it this far and you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you can have more videos like this, I guess. But anyway, just leave a comment down below and let me know what you think. If you have any suggestions, I would greatly appreciate them. Have a wonderful day. Love you guys.